Hey everybody, Martha Krejci here. We are going to talk today about how to find new people for your Young Living business. Okay, very first thing, if this is your first time here, do make sure that you click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified whenever new videos come on. At least one video comes on a day, and sometimes it's more than one. So sometimes you do have a jackpot. I'm just gonna say that. All right. So now let's go ahead and get into it. How are we going to find new people for our Young Living business? So I teach people how to strategically build their business and things like that. And a lot of it comes down to online and offline contacts that they already have. Like that's the very first part of it. And so a question that I hear often, you guys, is what if I don't really know anybody? What if, I'm not an influencer, right? I think everybody thinks that that the people that do really, really well in this business are bloggers and stuff like that, where they just get a whole bunch of people in. And some are, right? But not all of them. And also everybody starts somewhere. And you need to be able to methodically bring more people into what is called the top of your funnel, okay? And I don't mean to get into geek speak too much here, but the top of your funnel, you guys, is where you get a number of people into the top of the funnel, and then they funnel through different events, is what they're called, and eventually they end up on your team. That's what a funnel is. I break it down and go for gold. That's what we do in there. So anywho, how are we going to actually find these people to put in the top of the funnel? Because another question that people will say is like, okay, so I've reached out to everybody I know, and now I ran out of people, and now who do I reach out to? And they have those mild freak out moments. And I let them have their moment because we have to process through that. And then I'm like, it's okay, I got you. No sweat. No sweat. And now we're going to talk about how I got you, okay? So you guys, I think I have a hair in my eye. There, I got it. All right. See? Success. Also, I'm just going to say today, this is totally just like a side thing, but I used Clariderm on my face before I put on, like my lotion and my makeup and all of that. And all I can say is never again in life will I be without that stuff on my face before everything else. Never again in life, okay? It is magnificent, okay? That's all that I'm going to say, but like I am just loving life right now. It's so great. Anyway, so now let's get to getting the people in. So where you're going to find the people. Now, some of the places that you're going to find people are going to be like Facebook groups and LinkedIn groups. If you do LinkedIn, I don't do it. It's one of those places that I would like to do more, but I don't. I'm not going to say I do. So Facebook is really sort of like my place that I play around in. So really what you do is you go find groups that align with what I call is your bat signal. So your bat signal is a very drilled down version of your own personal brand, okay? So we all are living, breathing, walking, talking brands. If you're not sure what a bat signal is, I do free bat signal coaching in the Gold Getters group. So if you're not in that group yet, it's on Facebook. It's a free Young Living business building resource group. It's huge. It's amazing. It's fantastic. But I do the coaching in there. So you can catch those coaching sessions and see the process that I go through. It's also the very first thing that you, the first pillar of Go for Gold, because you need to know your brand before you can continue forward with anything else. So you learn how to determine what your brand is, okay? So what you do is you find your personal brand, you find your personal flavor, who you are, okay? And then you look for Facebook groups that align with that, okay? Now, a lot of times people will put the filter in place of, well, they don't allow MLMs and they don't allow you to message people and blah, 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 blah. Get rid of that filter. That does not matter, okay? Because you're not going to be going in there and saying, you need this starter kit. You need this and you need this, and you're not going to go in like Oprah, right? You get a starter kit and you get a starter kit. It's not going to be like that, right? So don't even worry. Those rules, if it says no MLM and no, you guys, the reason, let's just talk real quick about why those rules exist. Those rules exist because there are people doing it wrong all over the place. Okay? There are people that misunderstand how to be able to reach out to people in a way that is not spammy and is not just plain weird, okay? They don't understand. It's not that they're bad people. They just don't understand how to do it in a way that is in alignment with yourself, that feels good, that is heart-centered. They just don't understand, because if they did, then they would be doing it the other way. I guarantee that. I don't think they mean to be doing that. They're doing what they think they have to do. But the thing is that's why there's no MLM stuff all over the place, is because those people went in and completely went in with blinders and were like, oh, but I need to sell this, but I need to sell this. And so they've given a bad name to MLM across the board. Let's just know it, okay? Let's call the elephant out. Let's just know that that's a thing. Let's see it. Let's invite it to the table and say, hey, cool, elephant, you're gonna sit right here and that's awesome. I'm just gonna I'm gonna just do my own thing anyway, but you're gonna sit right here and it's awesome. So now what do? We find groups that align with our bat signal, with our brand, and then we just go in there, and here's the deal. You just give value. Now what does that mean? Okay, because I could say that and then just move on and you'll be like, I have no idea what she's talking about. So what value means is this. Whenever somebody's asking for help in something, because whenever you join a group, you should join a group of stuff that you are passionate about, stuff that you know a lot about, right? So like I'm in some women entrepreneur groups because I'm a business strategist, right? So I have a lot of background in websites and funnels and Facebook ads and strategy and marketing and copywriting and blogging and all of this stuff, right? Like, so I have a strong background in all of that. So whenever people have questions in the women's entrepreneur group, then I can answer their question for them and ask nothing in return. I don't say, here's the answer to your question, go check me out here. I don't say that, okay? I say, here's the answer to your question. And then you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna go check me out there. That's what's gonna happen, because it's a psychological thing. When you don't try to sell somebody something, when you don't try to like go in for stuff, but you're giving extremely good value and you took the time to do it, people are naturally curious as to like, who is this person? Who is this person that's giving this great advice? Like, what are they all about? And then what they're going to do, you guys, is they're going to pop over to your personal page, okay? So your personal page needs to be ready for them. Your personal page needs to have in the bio what you're about, how you help, a link to your free group if you're doing a free group. All of that stuff needs to be in your bio. If you want to, go ahead and check my bio out. Well, any one of them, honestly, Instagram or Facebook, you could check out. But you're going to be able to, they're going to be interested in you. And then they're going to come over to your page and they're going to see all of the things that you do, all the things that you talk about, all of that. Now, just make sure that the stuff that you talk about isn't spammy stuff, okay? So like on my videos in here, I talk often about like, don't just do promo images in front of people. Show people how you use stuff. So I just told you a few minutes ago that I love the Clariderm spray, right? Well, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a live video on my personal page and showing people that I'm going to be spraying this stuff on my face, and I'm going to show them what it looks like. I'm going to show, because you can tell what it's doing, right? And that's the kind of thing we show people. It's soft education, you guys. Anyway, so the group, Facebook group, you go in and you just engage. You give value. Okay. And then what's going to happen is you'll get into conversations with people. Eventually, You may say, hey, do you mind if we connect? I really just dig your style. You're just making friends, you guys. You're making friends. So that's one way to do it, is Facebook groups. And it's a pretty darn easy way to do it. Another place to do it, and it's exactly the same, okay? Another place to do it is with like influencers that you align with as well, okay? So say you're very crafty. So an influencer that you might align with, I don't really know that many crafty people. I am not very crafty, but Martha Stewart comes to mind, okay? So what you could do is you could go over to Martha Stewart's public business page, and you could look at the comments on her posts. You could look at like any sort of DIY stuff that she's sharing, look at the comments on her posts, engage with the people that are engaging in the posts, okay? Because those are also your people. If that's the stuff that you do as well, then those are your people. Now, am I saying draw them out and bring them to you? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying let them know you exist by being in that post and by giving really good feedback on that, okay? That's what I'm saying. And again, you're not saying, here, go check out my page, I'm better than she is, and da-da-da. Never in life would you ever do anything like that, okay? Please don't do that. What you're doing is you're just engaging with them, and you're not trying to you're never trying to take business away from somebody else, okay? There's enough business to go around. Let's all be very clear about the abundant nature of the universe that we live in. There is more than enough to go around for everybody, okay? So somebody can enjoy this person and can also enjoy you as well. It's not a me or you, right? There's not that separation. It's me and you, okay? It's collaboration over competition. I love, whenever somebody says like, oh, I really like this DIY that you did. And then you're just responding by like, this is one of my favorite DIYs I have ever done. And then like maybe a picture of your version of it, like after you did, their stuff. You're edifying them. You're complimenting them, the original poster. And then you're building relationship with people that are in alignment with that poster, which is also in alignment with you. It's community, you guys. It's not trying to draw people away. So I need to be very clear about that, because I do not want that to be misunderstood, okay? Be authentic and edify at all times. Be authentically who you are and edify anybody in the conversation. If you can build people up around you, build them up, okay? Period. And then the last version, or the last place weird look. The last place that you would be able to find these people or find more people would be friends of friends, right? So, you just go to your friends' Facebook wall and see what's going on with them, and then, have your own comments, and then sort of comment with other friends in there. If it makes sense for you to do so, don't be forced about it and don't be weird about it. But if it makes sense, if you literally do have something to say, or something was funny, or you just thought of this when you saw that and whatever, you pop in your comments. It's like, I don't know, you're in real life. People have sort of made social media this thing that is separate from real life, which is actually not the case at all. In social media, I feel like we can be more in real life than, right now anyway, we can be more in real life than any other place right now. This is where we are doing life. And it's regardless of the times that we're in right now, or before, or later, or whatever. It doesn't matter. We can integrate real life with social media. This is where you build your relationships with people. This is where they start peeping you out and seeing what you're all about. When you're providing value to people, and they're going to come over to your page and they're going to wonder what's going on. Now, when they come over to your page, you need to have it set up. So Go for Gold, you need to go through that, know the things, know the pillars, so you're all set up and ready to go. So when they come over, they will start to be put into your system. So eventually they will be nurtured into a member if it's right for them. Okay? Not everybody's going to be a member. I think we all understand that. But if it's right for them, they will become nurtured into a member. That'll happen. So, okay, you guys, that is it for today. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.